shooting. Local 24 News has a crew working to get answers for you. Look for updates on air and online as soon as they become available to us. Also developing at 5, the TBI now tapped to investigate a Memphis traffic stop that led to gunfire last night. Now, police initially told Local 24 News there was no need for the TBI to look into the shooting of Martavius Banks, who they say tried to run after a traffic stop. They also say he had a gun. But the shooting led to protests last night and continued concern today. Local
Hey there, Richard. Well, this is the house where this all went down last night. And today, the TBI announcing that it was contacted by the DA's office, Amy Wyrick, for help in this investigation. Meantime, the family of the man shot say that police and their actions were unjust. Discarded police tape and medical gloves. They're the only reminders of last night's officer-involved shooting in South Memphis. How many shots did you hear?
4. I heard 4. I was laying in bed.
Herbert Powell says investigators knocked on his door following the shooting of a 25-year-old. He didn't know anything about Martavius Jerome Banks.
He remembered my voice, but he's doing a little bit toe moving.
Outside Regional 1 across town, his girlfriend, Tiara Mitchell, says Banks survived surgery after being shot by an officer. Memphis police say they pulled him over for a traffic stop on Gill Avenue.
Because I don't know why they stopped him. They couldn't have been messing with him from the get-go.
Does he have warrants?
Because it wasn't that serious. Traffic, you gonna gun somebody down over a traffic warrant?
Local 24 reached out to MPD for answers surrounding their investigation and Jones's active warrants. The department says Banks fled the scene during a traffic stop and that there was some type of confrontation and that the officer involved saw Jones with a gun, adding he had 6 outstanding warrants for suspended licenses and assault. Mom Janice Banks says MPD needs to answer more questions.
I have a serious problem with this, and I'm not going to let it down. Y'all got to do better.
And tonight we know that investigators are looking over body cam surveillance from the officers on scene. Now coming up at 6, we'll look more into Jones's past as well as the protest that, Banks's past, as well as the protest that happened here last night. We're live in South Memphis. Dave Detling, Local 24 News.